There, and welcome to your 20-minute yoga flow. This flow focuses on reducing stress to leave you in a more calm and balanced state. This over here is Chief, and my name is Steph Paulson. Let's get started reclined. Let's take our feet out wide on the mat, keep the knees bent, and then knock the knees towards each other. Take your hands by your side, palms are face up. Gently close your eyes just for a moment. And observe your breath going in and out of your nose. Belly and rib cage will rise as you inhale. And as you exhale, everything falls back into center. On your next exhale, press out all the air. Inhale. Belly and ribcage rise. Breathing into the back body, feel the back body against the mat. And exhale with a long sigh. Try that again. Inhale. Belly and ribcage rise. One more sip of air. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. If your eyes are closed, go ahead and blink them open. Separate your knees, keep your feet wide, and take your arms out either to a cactus position or a T position. Let's windshield our knees side to side. I encourage you to listen to your inner wisdom. So if you are completing this movement slower than me or faster than me, that's A-okay. It is whatever your body needs. Maybe you find a sticky point and hang out there for a moment or two. And let's do one more cycle. Right side and left side. Bring the knees back up to center. Hug the knees into the chest. Wrap your forearms around your shin. Maybe you lift your head up, although it's not required. Draw that belly button in. Coming into a ball and release everything back down. Go ahead and extend your legs long. Take your arms overhead. Interlace your hands, stretch up, reach up. Take a big breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. One more time, take a big breath in. Stretching the toes towards the bottom of the mat, hands at the top of the mat. Exhale, let it go. Let's bend the knees and roll over to one side. Take your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Inhale, drop that belly button towards the mat. Bring the heart through the upper arms. Exhale, round out the spine, tucking the tailbone, tucking the chin. Let's complete that again. Inhale. Coming into cow. Press the ground away. Exhale. Draw the belly button in. Come into cat. And release into a neutral spine. Let's take the hands towards the top of the mat. Keep the hips high, so coming into puppy dog. Feel free to rest your head on the mat.
And notice the stretch here across the back of the body, maybe your triceps, maybe opening up your shoulders and chest. Everyone's built differently. Tune into your body. Where do you feel it? Inhale, come back up to center. Let's realign our wrist underneath our shoulders. Right foot goes in between your hands. And let's come up to a lunge. Take your hands to your thigh, draw the abs in, so lift the hip bones to be in line with the bottom rib cage. Press the top of your back foot into the mat. Press the front heel into the mat, so there's a little bit of engagement. And scissor your legs in towards each other. Let's come into a twist. Take the left arm forward, right hand goes behind. Reach the fingertips away from each other. Your gaze can go behind the right shoulder or stay neutral. Take a breath here. Stay for the exhale, twist. Back to center. Take the hands down, let's switch second side. So right foot goes back, left foot comes in between. Come up to a low lunge. Take your hands to the thigh. Draw the abs up and in, so lengthening the tailbone to the mat. Press the back foot into the mat, press the front heel into the mat, and scissor your legs. Let's take the right arm forward, left hand goes behind. Stretch the fingertips away from each other. Open up the heart, open up the chest. Notice your breath. One more breath here. Stay for the exhale and unwind. Let's take the hands to frame the front foot. Take the front foot all the way back. Curl the back toes under, lift the hips high. Here's your down dog. Feel free to add a little movement, so pressing one heel towards the mat. Of course, you can find stillness. It's really what you need for this stress relief flow. Both heels stretching towards the mat. Draw the abs in. Press the ground away. Bend in the knee is A-OK. Lift the sit bones a little bit higher. Draw the front rib cage in. Lengthen both sides of the torso. Let's release that and walk our hands back to our toes. Toe heel the feet as wide as the mat. Add a generous bend in the knees. Let the crown of the head drop towards the mat. Grab your elbows and gently sway side to side. Allow your body to hang heavy here. Let's switch the cross of the arms, so whatever forearm's on top, switch it. Release the elbows, toe heel the feet back in underneath the hips. Inhale, halfway lift, hands go to the outside of the shins. Make a nice long spine. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, ground down to the feet, rise up, stretch up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale the arms up, reach up. Exhale, cactus the arms, bring the elbows towards the rib cage, lift the heart. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, bring it all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold over your thighs. Inhale, root down to rise up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, grab the left wrist with your right hand. Coming over, stretching over to the right side. Spin the heart up high to the sky. Press into your left foot. Take an inhale here. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, rise up. Second side, grab the right wrist with your left hand, stretch over to the left side. Revolve the rib cage so it stacks on top of each other. And press the right foot into the earth beneath you. One more cycle of breath here. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. All right, let's step forward and take it to a wide-legged position. Now, I have blocks. You're more than welcome to use blocks or anything like that, although it's not required, okay? So I'm placing the blocks behind my heels. My feet are about 3 to 4 feet apart. Draw the abs in. Let's take the right toes, face them to the short edge of the mat. Left heel spins away. Take the arms out and bend the right knee. Press into the right heel. Right knee's tracking over the middle of the foot. Your left foot, outer edge, is pressing into the mat. Draw the abs up and in. Find a little length in that torso and take your gaze over the right middle finger. Notice your breath. Let's see if we can sink down a 1/4 inch lower, although it's not required. One more cycle of breath here. Inhale through the nose, feel it entering your body. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, straighten the bent leg. All right, let's reach the fingertips towards the short edge of the mat. Take your hand to your thigh, your calf, or your block or floor. Take the left arm up high to the ceiling, revolve the rib cage so it stacks on top, and your gaze can be down, neutral, or up high. Let's slide the right hip to the back of the mat so we create a lot of length on that bottom side oblique. A little balance challenge coming up. Draw that belly button in. Take your gaze down to your right toes. Bend the right knee generously. Take the top hand, take it to your hip. Hop the back leg in and lift the back leg any amount. Your hand can be on the ground. It can be hovering. It can be on a block. Half moon. So press the heel away from you. This is a really large pose. Take that top hand off of your hip. Practice your balance. Remember, yoga is a practice. So just try it out. Gather a little bit more length on the bottom side oblique. One more cycle of breath. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, bend the knee. Come back to warrior 2, just for a beat. And on your exhale, straighten the leg. Hands come to the hip. All 10 toes are forward. Feel free to walk your feet in just slightly. Inhale, find length. Exhale, tip forward. Wide-legged forward fold. Take your hands to the mat or blocks. Let the head drop. Bend in the knee is okay. That might relieve some tension in the lower back. Shift your weight to the balls of the feet and slide your shoulders away from the ears. Create a little space for the cervical spine. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take your hands to your hips, ground down through the feet. Inhale to rise up. Second side, left toes face the short edge of the mat. Spin the back heel away. Take the arms out to a T position. Lift the heart, bend the left knee. Feel free to adjust your feet. Spread your left toes, press into the left heel, and take the tailbone down to the mat. Shift your shoulders so they're directly above your hips and take your gaze over the left middle finger. Let's see if we can sink down just a 1/4 inch more. Let's scoop the left glutes underneath. One more cycle of breath. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, rise up. Nice, let's shift into triangle pose, Trikonasana. Reach the left fingertips to the short edge of the mat. Your hand can go to your thigh, your calf, or your block. Take the right arm up high. Revolve the rib cage and slide the left hip to the back of the mat. Press into the left big toe. Your gaze can be down, neutral, or high. One more breath here. Stay for the exhale. Let's move into half moon. Take the top hand to the hip. Look down to the left toes. Bend the knee generously. Hop the back leg in. Take your block with you if you're using it. If not, no worries. And lift the back leg off of the mat. Any amount. Draw the abs in. Lift up through the left inner thigh. Gaze can be down, neutral, or high. Consider taking the hand off of the hip. One more breath here. Stay for the exhale. Bend the standing knee generously. Come back to warrior two just for a beat. Exhale, rise up. Hands to your hips. All 10 toes are forward. Take an inhale here. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take your hands to your hips. Draw the belly button in. Ground down through your feet. Rise up. Stand up. Let's come to the top of our mat. All 10 toes are forward. Feet can be underneath the hips or big toes can touch. Heels are separated. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Hips are shooting back. Slide your shins energetically to the back of the mat. Draw the abs in. And if you feel like your front rib cage is flaring out, pull it back into the body. Let's sink down a 1/4 inch lower. Squeeze the glutes and then come all the way down. Nice. Let's recline. Take your feet hip width distance apart. Keep the knees bent. Take your hands to the outside edges of the mat. Press into your heels. On your inhale, keep lifting the hips. Energetically, act as if you're ripping the mat apart. So pull the hands away from each other. Consider sliding the shoulders underneath to get a little bit more lift in that thoracic spine. One more breath. Exhale, bring it all the way down. Take a moment to transition. Notice the energy in your body. Notice the sensations that you're feeling. You can keep your hands where they're at, or maybe you want to interlace this round. As we press into the heels, we lift the hips up. If you are interlacing, interlace your hands underneath your tailbone, and then walk your shoulders underneath your body. For those of us in an interlace, press your forearms into the mat. Keep breathing here. One more cycle of breath. Stay for the exhale and lower down. Let's extend the left leg. Keep the right knee bent. Arms can go in a cactus or a T position. Let's take the right knee across the body, coming into a twist. Your gaze can look the opposite way. If you notice any tension in your body, bring your focus there and say release. If you notice any tension in your mind, let go of any stress, any narrative that's holding you back. And bring your awareness back to your breath. Let's bring it back into center. Realign the hips, extend the right leg, bend the left knee, and take it to the other side. Release your jaw. Let the tongue slide away from the roof of the mouth. And become a little heavier. Allow the earth beneath you to support you. You are supported. Whatever you're going through, know that it's temporary, and this too shall pass. Let's bring it back up to center. Hug the knees in. Gently rock side to side. Now you're welcome to go into Shavasana. That's with your legs extended, arms by your side. And you take a rest. Create some space between the practice and going back to your life. Or if you prefer to close with me, take your hands behind your thighs. Let's go with the spinal roll up. And you can sit in hero's pose, cross-legged, whatever makes you feel good. Let's inhale the arms up overhead, reach up, stretch up. Gather that positive energy that we created. You take it with you. Exhale. One more deep breath in. Inhale up. One more sip of air. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Fantastic job today. My name is Steph Paulson. I have Chief with me. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Until our paths cross again.